Meta faces yet another copyright infringement lawsuit over AI training.
Get wrecked.
Several adult film studios allege that Meta has been, and this is amazing, has been continually torrenting, and not just torrenting, but reseeding their copyrighted smut since 2018, impacting the producer's ability to compete in the market for their own content.
Actually, wild.
The allegation, and this is worth reading, okay? Because the original article here is from Torrent Freak, so you guys are going to want to check it out. But the actual allegation from Strike 3 Holdings is that Meta reseeded in order to get higher priority for their downloads so that they could like download pornography faster onto their corporate servers. What is going on right now?
That kind of does make sense to me, given how Facebook started. This sounds like a reasonable
book or whatever.
It was so basically, it was like rating girls around campus. Like if Zuckerberg is not a good dude. I know he like cleaned up his appearance lately.
He's a great lizard, though.
Yeah, but like you got to remember where this came from. You got to understand like the whole like. So why do people give you all their personal data? And he's like, because they're idiots or whatever he said. I don't remember exactly what he said. Allegedly. Like, it just,
Anyway.
Cool.
How hilarious would it be if it took a pornographic network to finally do some damage to the companies that are engaging in this kind of mass piracy? And this is amazing, with at least 2,396 movies at stake, Torrent Freak says the potential damages could exceed $350 million. So like $250 million, which, for Meta is probably, something they could afford to pay, but that's definitely something they would notice. Mm-hmm. That's not just like, that's like, Sorry. I'm just saying it, like with the hand mark.
Maybe they'd be, maybe that works for them.
I mean, maybe they're clearly into it.
Yeah. The naughty billionaire.
They clearly watch a lot. Anyway, this is freaking amazing. So apparently apparently Strike 3 has their proprietary in-house tracking software to figure out who is torrenting their productions, called VXN Scan. And Facebook only showed up, or Meta, only showed up on their radar because of the company that got nailed, pun intended, for downloading pirated books. Yeah, so they went looking for it, and they were like, these IP blocks and also these ones are suspicious. So they have a whole bunch of them that they think they have pretty much. They have Meta dead to rights that it was them, and then they have a bunch of other ones that they suspect was also Meta. Our discussion question is, why does Meta need so many Linux ISOs? But I think pornography is such an obvious market for AI generated content, which again, I feel like I almost feel like I would need to get like a panel of people to discuss with before I could have any kind of take on it, because I can see this any number of ways.
I think I have a take.
Okay.
Training censorship models.
Oh, that's one. I didn't even think of that. So to be clear, when I
There's
say,
been a few people in Full Chat saying this.
Oh yeah.
So when I was saying, okay, I didn't mean what they're going to use it for. Yes, that is definitely something they could use it for. But I've seen some very interesting arguments floating around about this. Like, what if we could, not... What if this entire industry is exploitative, and what if we could just not have human performers anymore? Would that be better? But then hold on a second. You can't just take the work, because I think I've been pretty clear in the past that sex work it has work right in it, is work. You can't just take the work of people and then just like replace them. Like if someone were to choose to work in this industry, would they feel better off if it was all just AI generated? Possibly, very probably, maybe not. I don't know. I've heard it's a big problem for OnlyFans models already, that there's just like AI generated stuff and it's hard to compete with.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say it's a big problem, but I've heard it's a problem. And I think it's a problem that is, progressing and could become a big problem, especially as that is more and more made okay, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know. Again, though, like it's very difficult for me to take a clear, as not someone who works in the industry, that yet. It's hard for me to take a clear position on this, but it seems, what I can say is that it is very apparent that nothing that Meta's doing is in consultation with sex workers and performers and studios and anyone that's involved in the industry, and therefore cannot possibly, unless by sheer chance, be aligned with their interests. That much I think I can say at this time. Yes, I know we had an OnlyFans at one point, but it's complicated.
I think it's arguable to say that you have made money, at least some amount, off of showing skin.
No.
I think it is.
We donated all the proceeds.
But the fire truck video.
Oh, come on. I mean, people would have watched that.
There's a video from a long time ago where you're in your boxers in your yard.
Yeah, but it wasn't the...
I think it's arguable to say that an amount of profit has potentially shown up. Someone might have gone back to that part of the video and rewatched it.
I mean, I can prove they didn't. You want me to prove they didn't? Because I can. I can do it right now. You
can't prove that no one did.
I can prove
You cannot prove that no one did. You can prove that there was not a very substantial amount of people, but I'm saying that some amount, even a cent.
I mean, there could have been anything in that frame, and I think people would have watched it the same. You can't prove...
All I'm saying is...
I can't prove we didn't make a cent, but you can't prove we did. And so I think the burden of proof is actually on the person making the claim. See, I'm not making any claim. You're the one making a claim.
I think I'm right.
So then the burden of proof is on you.
I can think I'm right and not be able to prove that I'm right.
You can, but then you're basically everything that's wrong with the world.
That's a ridiculous statement, and you know it. That's insane.
I mean, we do have a whole lot of problems.
Welcome to science.
we do have a whole lot of problems with people just thinking they're right and not worrying too much about evidence.
What I'm saying is the evidence is actually like so obviously true that it's crazy to think otherwise. There is absolutely, unquestionably, at least one person that went back in a video and rewatched it because you didn't have your shirt off or something. That has like guaranteed for sure anyone with an amount of logic looking at the amount of views that these videos have has definitely happened. Can't prove it. Can I conclusively prove it? No. But I think your argument of like things being wrong with the world is actually more correct in the other direction. Because this is so obviously true that dismissing it is ridiculous and is stopping potential understanding. So just saying.
I can't find the video.
I bet
they
people
took it down for sexual content.
People are saying do a poll. People would lie on the poll, but I also bet you that there's at least one person watching right now that has done it. Foxina Box says that I have. P-Ball says your proof is here.
There's no way.
Luca says me.
They would say that. Get it? They would say that
I got it.
in a poll.
I got it.
Touch the bell end.
There we go. Giga Monster says, I'll do it right now.
Oh, hamburgers. I'm not signed in. I get signed out so much from my stuff. I hate it. Drives me absolutely crazy. Either way, it was not presented in a sexual context. There's a big difference between having exposed skin and it being sexual here.
Yeah, that's fair and true.
I have it here. So for me to say that I have never engaged in any kind of sex work
The firefighter one absolutely
is very clear.
was.
I mean...
Absolutely was.
Okay, so I do have a bit of a problem here. There is a slight bump in the retention graph, but it's not the biggest one.
Does that sound right?
So hold on. And like, I'm holding guns. Like there's a lot more going on here.
Yeah, you got a pair of guns, that's for sure.
I don't know if I've ever heard the boys referred to as guns.
Never.
Cannonballs, maybe.
Yeah.
But
guns is a bit weird.
Guns, not so much.
They're more like magazines.
Oh, you can't do the poll like that, Dan.
I just give the people what they want.
You guys are insufferable sometimes. I don't know why we do this.
Guns refers to biceps, by the way.
Yes, I know.
Like your arms.
Thank you, Dan. That's very helpful.
I think other people thought you were talking about other things.
Yeah, I was. I was pretending I thought that's what you were talking about.
There's much smaller things than guns.
Eventually, irony goes in a circle.